Good morning, 2017, July 15th. Michael Smith. So yesterday I had a video that just wasn't taking, and it was about the subconscious controlling your reality, with the concept of belief system being a big factor of part of it. So it's kind of odd it wasn't letting me continue, because the very first video was like this big old spill on who I was, and then it didn't work, but it got what you needed to hear. So then the second spill was more about the subconscious and kind of how it controls things, but you were only supposed to hear a piece of that, evidently. But I think through the course of it, they gave me a blessing by discovering software that I got to be able to utilize in order to make cuts and edits happen. So maybe it's a progress in the right direction. I recently undercame some information that was just kind of, it's still real borderline. I gotta confirm quite a few things, but assuming this information is correct, I'm hoping that we can create some information to share that is gonna be more shareable, as well as like information that people want to hear. So hopefully we can utilize this information as a tool or a stepping stone to get the channel more known. But I got to do a lot of testing, a lot of different things in order to make that happen, and we'll just say that for right now. But the main thing is belief systems. I'll continue with a little bit of it. It's Friday, so my course of understanding with belief systems have changed entirely, because it's weird to the degree that even things in my own reality, my own life, I understand are because of my belief system. When you start to pay attention and understand that your belief system is a big factor, then it becomes a big player of your game, with the simple ideas and notions that everything you do believe is going to come to fruition based off of that simple belief. And it sounds so weird, but when you pay attention to it in that way, like the easiest way I can describe it is like in ghosts. You know, when you think you have ghost encounters, or you think about ghosts a lot, ghosts end up coming about. And that's kind of one of the prime examples. Now it's the same thing for quote unquote God, because in my opinion, God is everything. We are God. We're all a part of God. Every single thing in this world is God. There is no one form that is God, but you will definitely feel like you're being connected to from an individual source when you have these godlike moments, these divine moments. Non-stop, it'll feel like there's an individual entity around you, surrounding you, and a lot of people will connect that to their God source. And it's not entirely wrong, but it's the idea that your God is within your mind. Now, Satanists and others will say that you are God, and that the God is you, and that's all you have to worry about. But in reality, whatever that belief system is, essentially, quote unquote, your God. Because whatever you choose to believe in, it creates and manifests in front of you. But now you're the root to that. You as an individual are the root to that system, but you aren't the entire system. You are only one game player to this. You're only one character to this game. And this game is the entire world here, down to our history, down to our future. Everything is a part of the same thing. And you are only a game player, a player in the game of it. So the God form that you feel is there and present isn't exactly wrong, but is definitely, how can one thing of any sort be around all of us? And the only way it makes sense is that our conscious mind is there to absorb it all and replay things for us at any given moment, at every divine moment. And that source within our mind is so intelligent. It knows my happenings, your happenings, their happenings, other people's happenings, all like simultaneously in the same moment together. And it makes it all connect and branch together, down to the animals, down to the nature, down to the air. Every single thing stems from your thought wave that you project. And to call it God and say that it's God is not entirely wrong. It's just a different form of what you're used to. And if you believe it to be God, then that's what that character ends up being. Now this is why, in my opinion, spirits or entities can be so apparent in people's presence. because they feel that presence. When they start feeling it's evil, then it's evil. When they start feeling that it's grace, then it's grace. And it's always in that person's perception of what that presence is. And it's the catch-22, because if you feel that presence is trying to do harm to you, then what happens? It does harm to you, because that's what you're desiring it to be with your conscious mind. That's what you think it to be. But in reality, this presence could be there to only help you, and you're taking it as a form of, it's there to take over me, in a sense. And you have all these wrong inputs of what this force is trying to do. There's a whole lot of concepts to this belief system, and I gotta be quick today because I'm still busy. I'm still doing tons of stuff. So short video, nice view, a lot of work to get here, but it's the weekend, make it simple. You guys have a great rest of the day. Take care.